Hello. In this video, we're going to be using the unit circle to find exact values for specific trig functions. So in number 1, what we want to do is find the exact value for sine of 30 degrees. We know that sine is the same on the unit circle as the y value. Okay, so at 30 degrees, which is right here, we go to the ordered pair and find the y value, which is a half. So sine of 30 degrees is equivalent to 1/2. And that's the exact value for this. Okay, let's do the next one. Cosine of 210. Well, sine is y, cosine is the x value. So at 210 degrees, which is right here, we want to find the x value, which is this piece. So we know that cosine of 210 is the negative square root of 3 over 2. So let's look at some where we have to use radian measure instead. We want to find sine of 5 pi over 6. 5 pi over 6 can be found right here. Again, sine is my y value, so we look at the y value at that spot, and that would be, again, 1/2. To do cosine of 11 pi over 6, there's 11 pi over 6. Cosine is the x value, so we go and look at the x value, and that is the positive square root of 3 over 2. So how does tangent work? We want to find tangent of 150. Well, we've learned that tangent is the same as sine over cosine, so it must be the same as y over x. We go to our 150 again, which is right here, the same as 5 pi over 6, and we want to do the y value, which was 1/2, over the x value, which was negative square root of 3 over 2. And we want to look to simplify this, so I can take top and bottom times 2, which we end up with 1 over the negative square root of 3. We continue on to simplify because we don't want any square roots in the denominator, so we'll multiply top and bottom by the square root of 3, and we end up with square root of 3 on top, and on the bottom, negative 3. And that is the exact value for tangent of 150. The last one asks us to find sine of 480. Now you're not going to find 480 on this unit circle, because 480 degrees is more than one circle on this. But if we did 480 minus a full circle, so minus 360, we end up at 120 degrees. So what happened here was we did a full circle plus another 120, and we landed right there. So sine of 480 will end up being the same as sine of 120. And sine of 120, again, sine is my y value. So we look at the y value, and it ends up being the square root of 3 over 2. Sine of 480 is the same as the sine of 120, which equals the square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so that's how we use the unit circle. For now, we are done.